Hello again, all you fine Phyrexian friends out there in YouTube land. My name is DM Cross. Welcome back to Praetor Magic, and I am joined, as always, by the rest of the council. She is mono white, and she hates us basically having any fun. Danny, how are you?
Good.
See, look, that answer wasn't even fun. There's no fun here.
Uh-huh.
Secondly, in the color pie, and also, well, okay, he's second to last in my heart. But hey, John, how are you? And then last but not least, Valdor is not here again this week, so we are having a sub, Phyrexian.
The greatest sub.
The disaster.
The best sub. Hey, you invited me, sir.
No, I didn't have a choice. There's a difference.
I would hit you for that.
That is fair.
So we're going to be here because Valdor's not here. We had a theme in mind, but because he's not here and he can't participate, we didn't want to do that theme. So Phyrexian is filling in. We decided that everybody's just going to get to play kind of whatever they want, which is super exciting for at least me, because it means I don't have to worry about fulfilling a role. I get to just play stuff. I'm excited about my deck. Before we get to that point, I do want to remind everybody that we are now sponsored by our friends over at inkedgaming.com. Inked Gaming, your game, your style. They do custom playmats, custom dice bags, custom mouse pads. They are now doing sleeves. I heard a rumor that they're going to start doing shirts soon. Pretty cool. If you go over via the link that we're going to have down below in the video description and use our coupon code Praetor10, Praetor10, that will get you 10% off, and it helps support us because, hey, we get kickbacks. That's how commissions work. Pretty soon we're going to have a playmat on there, too. I put it in for approval, but as of this recording, it hasn't been approved yet. So maybe by the time this is edited and everything, there will be a little voiceover saying, yeah, it's there now. Or text, whatever. However I want to do it. Anyway, so last week, John absolutely destroyed us all because nobody got removal in time for anything he was doing. It was nuts. If you didn't watch it, of course, go back and watch it. So he's going to go last because, we hate him now. Danny, you were out first, though. So what are you playing this week?
I am playing Isperia, Supreme Judge, Azorius. So he costs two white, two blue, so he's expensive. He's a flying sphinx. Whenever he attacks, you or a planeswalker you control, you may draw a card. Whenever a creature attacks, I mean. Not whenever you attack, whenever a creature attacks.
So does that mean we're actually going to get to attack you? Like you're not going to be running Ghostly Prison and Propaganda and Sphere
I don't know what
Safety?
you're talking about.
God damn it, Danny. I just want to play the game.
You can play the game, you just can't come near me. There's a difference.
But your commander wants us to attack you.
It clearly says it wants to be attacked so you can draw cards. It wants the advantage of drawing cards.
Come on now.
That SOB costs 6 mana. I need something to protect myself so I can cast him.
That's actually a fair point.
That is
I'm not going to argue with
very
that.
fair.
All right. Well, Valdor was second out in almost display of glory, except for the fact that he ran out of stuff to do and didn't do much. Except make me really sad. By the way, go watch it. And Phyrexian, since you're subbing in for him, we're going to go to you next. What are you playing this week?
I decide this week I'm going to play some Izzet. I'm playing Keranos, God of the Storms. It's just God of Storms, but I like to say God of the Storms. But it's 3, a blue and a red, and he is a legendary enchantment creature god. He's indestructible. As long as your devotion to blue and red is less than 7, Keranos isn't a creature. And I reveal the first card I draw on each of my turns, and whenever a land card is revealed this way, I draw a card, and whenever a non-land card is revealed this way, Keranos deals 3 damage to target creature or player. So Keranos is just kind of there to get me a little bit of value, bolt some things that need to be bolted, maybe some planeswalkers being played as commanders, or things like that. I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening. And then, most of the rest of it's just kind of a little spell slinger build, just a little Izzet sling some spells.
Yeah. That's terrifying.
That's what I got.
First of all, look, if I can't play all planeswalkers as commanders, you don't get to play an enchantment as your commander. Get out. It's just not how this works. That's how the rules are. I'm sorry.
It's an enchantment creature, sir.
Not all the time, though.
Now, the fact that it may never actually become a creature in this deck is irrelevant.
What about the fact that there's What about the fact that there's planeswalkers that can become creatures? Huh?
No, that's true. They can.
All right. No, we're not going to get into this stupid argument on a recording. However, yeah, So I was out after Valdor, very shortly after I put up a good fight-ish. This week, I liked my deck so much last week that I'm playing the exact same colors. I played an Esper deck last week. I'm playing an Esper deck this week. I'm playing Sharuum the Hegemon. Somebody put Digimon in my Magic. I don't know. Can't help you. It's a legendary artifact creature. It's a Sphinx, similar to Danny's Commander. It's a cost 3, a white, a blue, and a black. It is a flying 5/5, and when it enters the battlefield, you may return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So I will say this, because Sharuum's kind of known for like infinite combos and all this other craziness. That's not what I'm trying to do at all. I'm trying to do a specific thing, and originally I didn't have one of my colors, and then I added a color in for just basically value stuff. And because Sharuum does something kind of sort of with my strategy sometimes. It's really weird. It's really weird. However, I'm excited to do this thing. It's something I've been trying to do in Magic for a little while. So if I get to do it, it'll be really cool. If I don't get to do it, I'll be sad.
So our goal is to make DM sad. Got it.
I mean, that's everybody's goal all the time. I'm married to one of you.
Wonder why he takes you out first.
Isn't Danny always the one who's out first, though?
I was about to say, I usually become a big enough threat that y'all take me out.
She does scary, annoying things, so we kill her.
That's fair. That's why I killed her.
Speaking of killing people first, no, I'm just kidding. John, you of course won last week, so you are going last. You are the last one. Go ahead. What are you playing?
I'm playing Willie K, and that is Will Kenrith. 6 mana for a Planeswalker Commander, the way it should be. Has the +2 ability to turn 2 creatures into 0/2s with no abilities. Has the -2 to let me draw 2 cards, and then make some of my spells cheaper. And then has a -8 that doesn't matter because it ain't ever getting there. It normally is played with his partner, but that seemed lame. And because no website acknowledges one without the other, I decided I'm playing one without the other.
I'm guessing you're referencing EDH Rec, because every time you look up a partner with or a partner commander, you get bleed over from other colors.
No. Gatherer also will not pull up one without the other.
Wow.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Scryfall will pull up one without the other, though. I have Will up all by himself on Scryfall right now. I'm looking at him. His beautiful blonde-haired self, putting lightning on his sword.
Is that the bolt that normally Rowan would bring in for the artifact that the blue would have? Is that what we're... Hey, it all matches that. All right, you know what? This is probably about as terrible as it's going to get. So, I can't help but notice we're all playing blue. So everybody sit down, look at the video length, make sure you're aware of how long you're going to be sitting. Hydrate, stay with us. Everybody else has water, good, and is a marathon, not a sprint, apparently. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I win. That's what I'm saying. Make sure, of course, you stick around to the end of the video, because we do talk about a giveaway, or 2 or 3. You never know until you get there. So we'll talk about that at the end, and I'm ready. John, are you ready?
As ready as I'm gonna be.
How about you, Phyrexian?
Well, I'm just a sub, so I'm as ready as that can afford me to be.
Danny, how ready are you to make us all sad?
I doubt I'm gonna make you all sad. Let's see if I get the mana, but...
She's worried she's gonna make it to 6 mana.
Well, they seem ready. I'm ready. Hopefully y'all are ready, because we're about to get in the game. Alright, so we have figured out hands. We're ready to go. I'm going to start my... Boop. Best land my deck could possibly play. Have all my colors. Alright. Be jealous.
You aren't playing Command Tower? Like Danny just did?
Well, even if I did, I'd want this one out of the way, unless I had a turn 1 play, because get the tap out of the way.
Well, that is fair. But I was just saying, come on, Command Tower's clearly better.
So what I'm hearing is ideally you want to play all of your colors and have a turn 1 play. Kind of like this.
Ooh, a ponder.
It's not. It doesn't count when you only have one color, John.
Look at this guy.
I have to make sure I'm going to hit my lands.
Oh. What if you don't? Are you going to shuffle?
Yeah, pretty much.
Got to shuffle? A little shuffle effect? Got to shuffle?
I mean, the
ponder has a shuffle?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Did you shuffle?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. I'm not opening the chat to see if you shuffled or not. I need you to tell me. I have a turn 1 play too. It's not quite as good as a Ponder, but...
That's fair.
But then again, what is?
Preordain.
No, I meant what is as good as a Ponder?
A Preordain. I would take a turn 1 Preordain as highly, if not higher, than a Ponder.
Aren't they functionally the same? Am I thinking of the same two cards?
No, Preordain's scry 2, then draw.
Oh.
Ponder is C3, decide if you shuffle, then draw.
Oh, okay. Well, so far, hitting all our lands, doing the right thing, doing what you wanted.
He's got mine still.
Kill him
I have a
first.
turn 2 play too. Look, I have all my colors.
Oh, he's playing Eldrazi. Kill him. I like this card so much.
That is pretty cool. It's a beautiful looking art too.
Yeah.
I took that.
Most people don't notice that the reflection is not the same as the other side, which is a little sad. Alright, well, as if I am going to keep playing cards.
It's drawers from there.
Yeah.
Okay, kill him first.
Historic cards are artifacts, legendaries, and sagas. Just in case you didn't know. This is learning how to play Commander with the Praetors. That's what this is.
Wow.
When are we gonna learn?
That's a damn good question.
Never.
I like that reliquary.
That's a nice reliquary.
That's a nice reliquary.
Hey Danny, you wanna be friends?
Don't be friends with him. He's the
Yes.
enemy. Mine's a glow. Oh.
Factor fiction.
Do not 5-0 this. That sounds so bad.
Oof.
This is this is a spicy pile.
I was about to say. All the counters in one pile and then Cage Sun and the land in the other.
I thought we were friends. You at least give me Swan Song too.
No.
No. What are you talking about? You can have Swan Song. Take it. Daddy.
No.
Why
Danny,
are you
don't do
an
it.
awful person?
Don't do that.
Because I have to discard a card anyway.
Is it gonna be Swan Song?
It's probably not going to be Swan Song.
I know. That's the joke.
That better not get used on me.
I mean, don't try to approach me, and that we will agree that I won't Swan Song your approach.
I actually didn't play Approach because I won with it this season. It's not even in the deck.
Oh, it's in mine.
It's not mine.
Is it really?
No. I just wanted
I
somebody to
didn't play it.
ask.
No, I didn't play it at all.
No, he
If
was
I-
asking me because I said it's in mine. But it's not. Because I do have the colors.
And I do not have the trust.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, you guys are ramping and doing all this fun stuff. John has a Cage Sun and a Swan Song because Danny's so nice.
Hey, can you read what your commander is? Like, type-wise?
A legendary enchantment.
Okay, good, because Swan Song
Creature.
doesn't hit creatures, but it does hit enchantments.
Does.
I feel like you're trying to send a message.
I feel like I'm getting a message from somebody.
I don't even have any artifacts in the graveyard. It's fine.
So you cast like 30 of them and storm off with Artifact Storm.
Right? It's actually eggs. That's what it is.
Wow. You're playing the wrong commander then.
I forget what this card does.
No friends.
Danny forgets what her cards do. And we're teaching people how to play Magic here.
Wait, I couldn't figure out. So I have a card that's a full art card, like it's full art.
Right click on it.
Yeah, I just realized. I found it. I figured it out. I just needed to make sure I knew it.
We're teaching people how to play Magic when Danny can't even read her own cards. That's all I'm gonna say.
It wasn't physically couldn't read. It was I couldn't figure out how to make the words pop
Look,
because the full art
I
card.
teach people to read as a day job. I'm not doing it here.
I ain't working for free.
Why is Danny getting hit? Is it because she's eventually gonna build a wall where she can't be hit?
She's making friends. I don't know, because she's the left person on my screen.
Well, that's fair. I'm just happy it wasn't me. I'm surprised, but happy.
That would be reverse order.
That's true.
Doesn't make any sense. Come on.
People do things that don't make sense all the time.
Alright, we're not going to have this conversation.
In this playgroup they do.
Alright, you know what? Listen here, Miss Approachy. Read your cards.
I mean, did you forget the 3DH stream where I Heroes downfalled a 1/1 token?
No.
I will never forget that.
Ooh, whenever a permanent deals damage to you, return it to its owner's hand.
That sounds good for some.
Yeah, how many ETBs do I have in my hand? Hey. The answer is not that many.
Right.
In all fairness, I have nothing in my hand I can play right now. So.
In all fairness, you gave John a Cage Sun and
Oh, I know what I gave
Swan
him.
Song.
Cage Sun is only him, right? It's not one of the
Yes,
ones
Cage
that
Sun
work
is
both
only
ways.
him.
Greedy.
Mhm.
Brainstorm.
Brainstorming. It's almost like John and I are playing very similarly.
I don't know. He's doing it better than you are.
Well, he certainly is. He has a Cage Sun coming up, so
Well, counter it.
I would love to. Except
Leave.
he probably will wait until such a time as he can Swan Song if I try to counter it.
Well, then you 2-for-1 him.
Yeah, I've totally got 17 billion counter spells in this deck.
No, I said you 2-for-1 him. You get a counter out of his hand, and I mean,
Silent Gravestone.
I'm not happy about that.
I mean, I'm not happy at what I see across the field either, so...
That's weird.
Mono Blue doesn't have a terrible amount of graveyard hate, so...
Sure, it's all colorless.
Yeah, Colorless has some graveyard hate.
Yeah, I think colorless actually has some of the better. Yeah, like there's some obviously like black has Bajuka, green has a little bit, white has I think probably the best. White has the most hate in general, but I think colorless is after probably white. Just has more options, at least in quantity, maybe or yeah, quantity, maybe not in quality. Green might be quality.
Hey, your commander's an artifact.
Mm-hmm. You can't counter artifacts with Swan Song.
Nope.
It does have 3 mana up, though. 3 whole manas.
3 whole manis.
I
mean, it wouldn't make sense to play it right now, because I wouldn't...
No.
I mean, I can't technically get the ability anyway, so...
Yeah, there's like 37 reasons not to do it.
Alright, well...
Yeah, that's fair.
I said I was going in order.
Yeah. As long as this doesn't become habitual.
I mean, then you got 2 more turns. To get a flyer, at least.
I was like, until what?
Till I
You
kill
heard
you.
him. He's gonna win in 2 turns. Take him out.
I'm gonna try.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm just kidding. I can't win.
For the record, I am not going to win in 2 turns, so...
Well, I'm gonna try to win every turn. Oh, she's ramping. Quick, counter this.
I'm not gonna counter it. she gave me a case, son.
No, she presented options to you. You took a Kate Sun. You could have gotten the counters.
She gave her the Cage Sun with this one song.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's she's awful. I get it.
I mean, it's okay.
I don't think she's awful.
I don't care what you think. What else you got?
And then...
The combat phase.
So, out of curiosity, how would Silent Gravestone work with Flashback? It wouldn't affect it, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, you're not targeting. Yeah.
Okay. Because that's all my deck cares about doing, is flashing things back from my graveyard sometimes.
Kind of went a little roundabout, but all right.
So, I just want to clarify, those birds, where are they going next turn?
I'm going in order. Phyrexian is getting hit next, unless
Okay.
he like bolts it or something.
Bolts?
I'm going to make the attempt to send this toward Phyrexian.
Why would I bolt it unless you're attacking me?
That I am going in order. I hit one person, and the other person, you are the last person to be hit.
That's fair.
And that's when he buffs it. I'm just going in order, and unfortunately, being hit third means being hit for 30. We play in Danielle logic.
+3/+0 infect double strike.
Yup.
Sorry.
Yep, that's my logic.
Hey, look, you finally ramped.
So yeah, I finally found a ramp, yeah. Alright. That's all I got there.
I don't think so. I think you have other stuff, and that's why you keep your 3 up.
4 now.
I have 4 up, sir. I had 4 up last turn.
Oh, so you admit it.
I admit to having 4 up, yes, I do.
So, yeah, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm not getting nearly as much of my draw as I wanted. And I put a buttload of draw in here.
I'm not either.
We had this conversation.
He only hit you for 2, though. He could have hit you for 3.
He could have hit you for 3 too. So
Yeah.
I would have felt jilted if he hit me for 3. I would have created like instantaneous.
Well, no. We're
Lingering beef.
being fair. So this time I'm gonna do 3 around. See? See?
Ooh.
So now it'll be
And you're
5
going to do it in reverse order.
I'm gonna do it in reverse. No.
Because you don't want to take the turn off to attack Dissipation Field first.
Oh, yeah,
That's-
that's right.
I'm helping you. That's why you hit
Look at
Phyrexian
Dissipation
first in the back around. I'll still get hit, but
Why is nobody dealing with this?
I haven't really done much.
I don't think any of us have done much.
Somebody played Dissipation Field and somebody's done 6 damage already.
Somebody's about to play a commander, I think.
Isperia.
It's a bold move, Captain.
I agree.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, we already indicated that we're friends.
Big old 6'4" flying commander. I don't know that you want to be friends with that for very long.
I mean, you know.
It will hurt you eventually.
It'll try.
Well, I'm guessing Danny's not getting attacked for 2 reasons now.
I need my draw spells, please. Oh, gosh. Would like draw spells.
Let's be honest, I ain't doing it.
You could tap 5 of those, Mind Stone, and then leave up Counterspell.
You're right, it could, and 2 people have counter magic up.
No, I'm just saying, it's a possibility.
You could also just do this.
Hey.
Cyclonic Rift.
Yeah. Listen here, you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We aren't supposed to play that card on here.
Whoops.
Oops, it's been so long, I just forgot.
Mm-hmm. Well, kill him first.
I remembered. I didn't play Psych Rift. It made me sad, but I didn't do it.
Soul Ring, though.
Come on, John. Shouldn't you have already known what you were tutoring for?
Mm-hmm. I just need to know if I should have the option of threatening Danielle's creature if she comes over here.
Ooh. What is this?
Commit to memory.
Commit to memory. That's interesting.
Remember, you can always put your commander in the command zone instead of the library. Anytime it would change zones.
For the library in particular, I'm pretty sure it even asks you.
I mean, it should be defaulted. Yeah.
Alright, well.
Kill him.
I'm gonna try this. See how much John wants to piss me off.
I'm not the one that gets to go first.
DM already passed.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure that you're bolting birds first because they hit you.
I don't know, so
Because if not, I can kill it. So I have shown you commit to memory.
yeah, because it's target permanent. Yeah, non permanent.
Yeah.
It's not killing it. It's just
Putting it back in his command zone and making it cost 2 more.
you don't know. You could draw. Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm kind of hoping I just draw lands, honestly. I don't even want the bolts.
Nope, that's not allowed.
Get it out.
That's what we're fighting over.
He's just a sad robot, though. Yes, I would like to do this thing, please, for the love of God. So for you, for those of you on YouTube land, you can see that I have very few basics.
I'm running a lot of basics, actually. I'm running very few non-basics.
There's a big old flyer at this point. Keep as many options as I can available.
It's a big old 6/4 flyer.
God damn it.
Authority of the consoles. Ugh.
You remember when I said stuff about Danny's gonna make us all real sad? I'm real sad.
If it makes you feel any better, I have nothing else to play.
It doesn't.
Yeah. It's the opposite of making me feel any better.
Isperia is like the perfect Danielle commander.
It wasn't... Oh, no, it might have been this one was one of her first ones. I think she tried to run it as a commander, and then
Played
found...
it in Lavinia.
Yeah. Well, I think you tried it as commander for a little while, but found out that you like Lavinia better.
Danny decides not to attack anybody.
Danny, the Azorius are not the aggressive ones.
Yeah, that's true.
I ain't got nothing to do if somebody decides to do something to my commander right now, so. Rather not attack.
I feel that.
I'm sure I can
You feels it?
protect myself.
Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Can you feel it?
I hate SpongeBob.
It's kind of the problem here is because, like, I can't play Cage Sun because I feel like 2 of you are holding up counterspell specifically for that, which seems a little
It
odd.
could be 3 of us. At this point, Danny could have counterspell too now.
You know, it's pretty much the only thing I have available. Like, I don't really have much else going on for me.
That's
So
kind
I'm going to do it. It's going to be countered by one of you. And then I'm going to point out all the other dangerous stuff that has landed instead of it.
Does he have it? I don't have it either. Or do I? Maybe I have an exile for artifacts.
Wow. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I'm holding up the same mana I was holding up in the beginning.
Cage Sun has resolved.
And nothing big has happened.
I mean, you would have only had 4 afterward.
It's funny, I want to play my commander, but I feel like if I choose 2 creatures, that means that those 2 people are, like, the other 2 are like, oh, I'm coming at you, or, like, I have to choose the same creature
Here you go, DM.
every
Draw a
turn.
card.
Yay! Thank you.
Because, like, if I made Isperia lose all of its abilities, I'm pretty sure I have to keep doing that, or Isperia just comes at me every turn.
Oh god, did anybody check his thing? His reveal?
Who? John's or?
No.
Phyrexian's.
Ew.
It doesn't
Yeah,
do
he's
anything.
playing Storm.
The Storm God, yes, we know.
No, no.
I know what, yeah. Yes, I would like to draw a card, thank you. Thank you for this.
Hey. Go and get this out of the way.
Okay.
Oh, resolves. Wow.
Everybody has ways to get rid of it once it's on the battlefield.
Yep.
Crush Contraband! Get rid of that and the Cage Sun. Oh, never mind. It's one and the other. I can't do both.
Yeah.
I'd get rid of that and probably the Dissipation Field.
Over the cage? You'd get rid of that over the Cage Sun? You'd get rid of that over John having 14, 15 mana next turn?
They're both scary. Yeah. I don't know. They're both pretty scary.
The mana will eventually win. The Aether Flux can win one random turn.
Really can't.
You're over halfway there.
You're over halfway there.
Over halfway there to killing one person, not to killing three.
Right. Well, that was cool.
Alright.
Um,
Are you running that Tezzy?
that was
I'm
rough.
gonna go with no.
No, that was
Wrath of God. Interesting.
He says not a lot of creatures been played so far, so don't need that.
I feel him. I almost, when I had to discard, almost discarded my Wrath for the same reason. But I'm like, I feel like he'll have blockers more often than I will have blockers, so I think I need to keep my instant speed Wraths.
You're not gonna attack me, Danny, are you?
I haven't decided what I'm doing next turn.
Wow, that was a very non-committal answer. What happened to your way of dealing with this Cage Sun or Aetherflux Reservoir?
What happened with yours?
I never said I had a way to deal with Cage Sun.
You're running red Chaos Warp something.
Yeah, why don't you Chaos Warp your Aether Flux Reservoir so we don't have to deal with it?
Oh, you're running red. Where's your, which Vandal Blast?
I would have to have a card called Vandal Blast in my hand, which I do not.
And it would have to get past the Song of Swans.
It
Yeah,
would.
It would get past, or it would have to get past? Two very
It would have to.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it would get past it right now.
I feel like, hold up, first off, I want to point out somebody's running Artifact Lands.
Yeah. I'd be a little sad.
Well, no, I meant like, those are banned from Modern for being too powerful. Somebody's running Artifact Lands. And second, I feel like we all have to team up on whenever we want one thing gone. There has to be the person that's willing to get rid of it, and the person willing to protect the spell that gets rid of it.
Yeah.
Well, now you have 12 mana and 6 cards in hand. I mean, or sorry, 14, 15.
15. Yeah.
And then probably 17. So, I don't know.
Danny, we're still friends, right?
The answer at this point is no. He has at least 15 mana.
As long as you're not hurting me, I don't care what you do.
What was that,
Just-
Danny?
As long as you're not hurting me, I don't care what you do.
Okay.
He doesn't have to hurt somebody to win the game. That's the problem.
I don't even have a way to win the game in this deck.
You say that sometimes, and then somehow you win the game. I've said that before, and somehow won the game.
Despite my best efforts. And then,
You better leave my commander alone.
that's why I asked if we're friends. I'll leave your commander alone if you leave my commander alone. But you know what? Somebody's searching their deck for my Rona.
Bro,
Sure, I'll shuffle.
You're welcome. That was a terrible card on top.
I hope so. Yeah. I mean, their abilities. Well, I guess the Familiar's ability, yeah, helped out a little bit, but not really to the degree you would think it does.
Yeah, that's why I figured this was the most politically neutral way of doing this. Oh, hello, Sensei's Divining Top.
Yeah,
You keep revealing all these really good cards.
Alright, we talked about this.
we did, but I can't let that thing get to an ult, so... I mean, I'm not killing it, I'm just keeping it out of ult range.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, if I -2 it, you're not going to destroy it, right? Because you're not going to kill it, you're keeping it out of ult range.
Silence.
I will not kill it with Keranos' ability, for sure.
That's what I thought. Huh. Can't trust you for anything.
Thing is, I don't have anything to do.
It's funny, I just closed Danny's side thingy, right? Because I haven't really needed to look at hers or anything, but I'm keeping your guys open for the revealed zones.
What am I revealing? What am I revealing off of?
The Factor Fiction, you revealed those 3, and then you revealed the Commit to Memory off of something.
Off the tutor.
Yeah. So, just
Commercial.
you guys have done stuff that has made me want to look, and then Keranos is revealing card, so I just want to keep an eye on what it is. I just thought it was odd that one person, like, it doesn't really matter. John's doesn't super matter this past turn, and then Phyrexian's matters every turn, pretty much. Yeah, alright.
That was the card that we had to wait for GoatBots to give me. Because it just kept failing to trade. And it's really not for anything like special reason or anything, it's just so I can like mine so yeah. Watch out, he actually casted this. He didn't even invoke it.
Yeah. Another body.
Another body comes in tapped.
I just mean in general, because your commander does up to 2.
What do you mean? Up to 2?
Your commander does up to 2 for its plus. So,
Yeah, but you don't need to worry about that because it's apparently going to take 3 a turn.
I would much rather be drawing lands again. I've missed my last 2 land drops, I think.
a card in my hand now doesn't really do anything.
So Sensei's Divining Top is definitely going to be trying to make sure I draw lands if I can.
2 of these cards actually don't really do much of anything. It's the 2 cards I drew.
I'll use these 2 cards to tell the other 2 cards.
To tell the next 2 cards what an idiot the first 2 cards were.
It feels like Sensei's Divining Top.
Yeah. You know what? Send a message. He bounces it. No.
Good.
Or I could kill it.
Yeah,
I'm
whatever.
not going to, but I could.
Yeah.
Actually, I might kill it next turn.
I'll kill you next turn.
Yeah, it's possible.
I feel it's distinctly not possible. I mean, when you can play your commander and then just hold up 9 mana, like, okay.
I mean, all he has to do is get a Sorin down with a counterspell backup.
I have a stupid card in hand.
Yeah.
Does he just need 1 counterspell backup? That's the question.
That is a very fair question.
You have 9 mana and 6 cards in hand. I'm pretty sure he needs more than 1 counterspell backup.
That's a lot of mana.
Wrath of God.
Oh, hold on. I tapped wrong.
Oh, needs a certain amount of color. Gotcha.
Psych Rift!
Danny's the one that's Cypress.
First off, it'd be my favorite swan song ever.
No, it's an Expo because she was low. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sphinx is rough.
Well, you know what I gotta do about that.
No, I need to draw, man.
That's not what he's doing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were.
He tucked Keranos. Did it go into your command zone or did it go in the
Yeah.
deck? Okay, I went in the command zone. Oh, I guess I don't need your revealed zone up anymore.
Not for right now.
Were you yielded to the commit? No.
I thought you were countering it. I was like, Jesus Christ, I can't do anything.
I could counter it.
Still. Yeah. Still has Swan Song mana.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm actually more worried about something else. As stupid as that sounds. A Rev for 4 is not as terrifying as the Aether Flux.
Again, when you can hold up 9 mana a turn with 5-6 cards in hand, and I'm going the turn after you, there's not a whole lot my Aether Flux can do.
Wait, what
I'm
did you
okay
say?
with that.
Who?
Deer?
I'm surprised they didn't tuck the reservoir over. I mean, yeah, like Keranos could kill his commander, but like he does have the mana to replay it.
You really, really, really should kill Will. I mean, you might not, but you really should, or at least try to.
I said I wouldn't.
He also just didn't counter her Sphinx
Yeah.
Res, so
He also doesn't counter my spell, and I knew he could have.
yeah, kind of not surprised that she wouldn't go after it. I don't think I would either in that situation.
What?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, try to do my part here. I mean, he's just gonna counter it.
That is the plan. Mm-hmm.
I did not have this when he.
Like the Kate's son.
Yeah. Otherwise, I probably would have tried.
Here comes another counter.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. Might be trying to draw it.
Why didn't you counter the Swan Song?
You didn't want me untapping lands, I guess.
Yeah.
Slash, maybe you wanted me to have a bird.
Yeah, that's the curious thing about it.
I didn't think the bird was that big of a deal.
The bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word, sir.
We have somebody running white, somebody running red, somebody running black. I'm not super worried about a 2/2. And for as much as I didn't want you to proliferate, I don't want to give him the untapped lands to like fire off a few instants at the end of his turn. Remember what I said about everybody. Sit back, relax, you're going to be here for a little while. We had our first blue mage battle.
Yeah. And that's kind of how I thought the battle lines were going to go.
Yeah.
Which is why I quickly decided to make friends with Danny, because I kind of knew the opposite was going to.
I mean, so if I had disallow for the Cage Sun or the Aether Flux Reservoir, I would have tried. I did not have it at the time. This is the simple reality of it. What did I draw that off of? It wasn't the Mole Drifter. Or was it the Mole Drifter?
It wasn't?
Yeah, because both things were down last turn. So maybe it was my draw last turn. And then the Mole Drifter got me two other things. Yep.
So I don't have counter for this.
Mm-hmm. Neither do I.
I don't know what I can do after it, but we'll see.
Most likely win.
Yeah.
Or at least kill 2 people.
18 mana. I would imagine you could do something.
Yeah, something. I just don't know how much.
I'm going to yield through this turn because I don't think any of my responses are going to matter. Danny, if you have a silence, now would be a really good time.
If I had mana up.
You have 1 white mana.
Oh, silence. I thought silence was 1 blue.
No, silence is 1 white and says you can't play spells this turn. Like, target player can't play spells this turn.
Yeah, no.
Act and Pognify. Ooh. Deals damage to any target equal to 1 plus a number of instances. So the next spell will be 3.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This is a double-edged sword here.
You don't have much left?
That's why I'm saying this is a double-edged sword here.
Oh.
Denny's on the throne.
Then draws 7 cards.
Everybody draws 7 cards.
Yeah.
That's why I say it's a double-edged sword.
Oh, that's, wow, alright, well.
Yeah. And instant resource.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a really cool card. Not in this situation. I don't like it in this situation, but it's a cool card. This is actually going. I'm in the process of coming up with an Is It Storm deck, and that's going. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to make one. Is because I opened one of those from Battle Bond.
Yeah, it's Battle Bond.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna make this a lot worse, so that sucks, but. Actually, I'm pretty sure that you have, like, soundly made yourself arch enemy. I'm not gonna piss off anybody. Oh, that's funny.
Oh. Forgot about that. It's a permanent. Womp womp.
I mean, you could recast it.
Oh, yeah, I can.
You can try. It depends on Wheel of Fortune.
I actually
Oh,
can't
that's
recast that.
right.
Womp womp. Well, punt. Oh well.
I know it's not funny to like everybody else, but that makes me laugh.
It's pretty funny, actually.
Oh god, that was good. I enjoyed that. What you got with that fresh grip?
Got this.
Another wheel.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Alright, well, that's basically game.
Discard card, draw 2 cards.
Now he now has over 50 life, so no one can punish him, because he'll just kill whoever does.
It's not. No one can punish me.
Okay, how does somebody stop you now?
I run out of mana.
He still has to worry about dying to the other 2 people.
Right, so he sits back now, right? And now doesn't have to do anything, because if anyone tries to do anything to him, they die.
I understand, but I mean, then you put yourself
And then
low
he
enough.
dies.
Maybe. It depends on what else he can cast and what else is in his hand.
That's why I drew off the thingy.
Yeah, this might be it, because now he's on tapping 6, and he's getting stuff back.
Everybody's getting stuff back.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm saying the fact that you're getting a new hand, so obviously this hand wasn't doing anything for you.
Well, I mean, it wasn't gonna get me there, no.
Yeah. Whose dig through time is this?
John's.
Okay.
Hey, called it.
Yeah. He's at 11
I mean,
now.
if this doesn't resolve, then
I don't have disallow. This resolves.
well, I didn't know because you had 3 mana, so and 7 cards in hand, so you could have had disallow. But I'm also saying if my time spiral didn't resolve, then I'm just done.
Yeah. Well, you're not done. You still would have the same rattlesnake ability to basically not be interacted with. Somebody has to take the bullet there.
Yeah.
In order. So that was game as soon as he got over 50.
Now we just have to see if whatever he does next completely wins him the game or not. I mean, probably, because the reservoir is still counting up. So now he's gonna. I wish there was a counter like Sentinel was doing.
There usually is.
Sentinel Tower had a counter for each spell that was played.
You don't have a storm card in your deck.
I do have a storm card in my deck. I
Really?
have 2 storm cards in my deck.
Because there's normally, if you have a storm card in your deck, it keeps track of storm.
Yeah, I don't see it anywhere on mine.
It normally does. It was keeping track every single time I was doing this on what you call it.
Yeah, it's not like even tucked away in one of your zones or anything. Huh, that's weird. So I should have kept more blue up. Because in the last iteration I also had a counter. So.
In my last hand, I had a counter too. And
Yeah.
I couldn't play because I didn't have enough mana to.
I would have had enough mana if I just kept blue up.
This is the problem with being the mono blue player at table. Everyone expects you to have the counter for everything. And then when you look like you're a threat, then you'll have to fight for everything, and the control deck or the combo deck gets to kind of go off. No, I'm speaking in general. That is a big problem for mono blue.
That's not this game. That's just in general. Yeah.
Because I put, I want to say 5 or 6 counters in my deck just to specifically have a little bit more control. I've seen 3 of them this game, and that was with 2 wheels or 3 wheels. I can't remember.
I had 2.
Yeah, it's just been his too.
I did the Wheel of Fortune and the Time Spiral.
Yeah.
My first hand was Austere Command. Then this is what I drew into. Like my first hand that I had gotten rid of was like Austere Command, Supreme Verdict, Summon the Exile.
I want you to know, if I had the second counter, I would have still countered your spell over Aetherflux ability.
Oh, so that
it still would have countered. Yep.
So where are you gaining all this life?
Aetherflux Reservoir, every time he casts a spell, he gains 1 life for each spell that's been cast this turn. So first time it's 1, then it's 2, then it's 3, then it's 4.
Oh,
So he's cast like.
I didn't realize it accumulated like that. My bad.
So he's at 45. So we're gonna see when he casts his next spell. 56. So he has cast 11 spells before Mystical Tutor.
Okay, my bad. I thought it worked just you got 1 per spell. I didn't realize it went up. That's my bad.
I guess that's on me for not committing the Aetherflux, but I kind of thought the 2 white decks had a way to deal with an artifact.
I did, and I didn't get rid of it because I didn't realize that it maxed out like this. That was my bad, like I said. I could have taken care of it last turn, but I was like, oh, he's not casting more than one spell per turn right now.
Oh. Okay. I forgot that. It only costs 2 because of Jorah's Familiar.
Yep.
Just yielding to these. It kind of sucks that the treasures come into play. Oh. I thought Authority Council did artifacts too.
No, it's blind obedience that does artifacts
Oh,
too. Authority just does creatures.
That's neat. Oh, it does lands as well. Okay. Yeah.
Because I go after you. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Go ahead and pull the trigger, see if I can gain enough life to survive.
Yep.
I should be able to, I mean.
I'm yielded so that this hopefully takes a little less time. I always think turnabout's a 2-mana spell, and I don't know why, because that would be crazy.
Oh, gosh. Dramatic Reversal is, so
Yeah.
that might be why.
Yeah, maybe. Targeting Mana Geyser?
Turnabout.
Oh, turnabout, okay. Is Mana Geyser getting more? Oh, I guess not. You have to pay 5 for it.
Yeah, I have to pay 5. I don't know, it may have got me more. Depends on how many tap lands you have.
1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, it would have. Well, again, you have to pay 5. I don't know. It's probably fine either way. Is this turnabout again?
No, it's Frantic Search this time.
Oh, okay. Aptly named.
Yeah, in this case.
I have to think most of your hand is lands because you are not casting anything from your hand, really. You just flashback and return cards. Minus the turnabout that you searched for.
Not that good.
Steam Vents, and I'm guessing the other card was. Oh, well, there's a land.
Well, it's an unwind, but I drew a Bosuju. Yeah, you're definitely getting another turn here.
Yeah, look at me
I
go.
think.
That the way to keep going?
This way? Nope, no way to keep going.
Fantastic.
Just doing it that way. Hi. You got another turn to do a thing. At least one more turn.
I'm gonna do the best I can.
That's all we ask of you.
All this gets the burnish start back, but
It is a 5/5 flyer still.
yeah. Always yes. I'll yield to it, and the fact that it only has one target means I don't have to target. I'm just gonna try to punch you. Yar.
You got to punch.
Top. Looking for it. Can he find it? We gotta start like sportscasting this. Oh, we're just looking 3D. Can he find it? Has he got the answer?
Well, I'm looking at the same three. I'm just reordering them after your turn.
Yeah. I like it.
I had one thing on top, and I wanted to land on top.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Don't like it. Hate it. Uncounterable.
It would be uncounterable.
Paid 2 whole life to make that uncounterable.
Yeah, I'm at 8 whole life.
Do you have turnabout back?
No.
Okay.
So you're saying I have a chance?
No, he doesn't have a chance. He does not have a chance.
Okay. Without paying its mana cost. Okay. What spell are you countering, or are you just not going to use it? Oh, you could counter something and then unwind. You could devious cover up something and then, right? Devious cover up is a counter. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll unwind the devious counter out.
Yeah.
Dear Lord.
Mm-hmm. He was able to flashback all this stuff.
And then I get just a few Aether Flux triggers.
Yeah.
Which I think should get me there.
Yeah, you're gonna get over 50. Yeah.
Shoot.
Boop. What'd you tap the 2 mana for?
I have a mana drain in hand.
Mm.
That's my last card.
Okay. Alright, well.
Ryu!
We'll
Mana drain.
We'll be right back. So, you see, what happened is that we've had a lot of really long games, so we talked about it and we're like, hey, everybody needs to build fast decks, and then 3 of us apparently didn't listen, and Phyrexian was like, I don't know how to play a game past turn 6 anyway, so here we are. No.
The game was way past turn 6.
I know.
Let's be clear about that.
I know.
I don't think turn 8 was way past turn 6.
Now I can plug the fact that if you want to see Phyrexian do stupid stuff and kill people on turn 6, you can come on to the Twitch channel, which I'm going to get to that all later. Anyway, so yeah, we're just going to go like we usually do around the table. Everybody's going to talk about the decks. We're going to talk about it in order that we were knocked out. John was knocked out first. So, John, what didn't we see about your deck? What was like your theme, etc., etc.?
I mean, you guys kind of saw my deck. It was just put down blue planeswalkers and keep creatures away from them. It's really hard to do that when another commander says ping your planeswalkers for 3 every turn. So I don't know, bad matchup.
Okay. What you said blue planeswalkers, like how many do you have? Because like for those of you who don't know on YouTube, we play these decks with a 25 ticket limitation where the commanders don't count and obviously your basics don't count, but the rest of the deck has to come out to be about $25 with MTGO economy. So how many could you fit? Because I would imagine like Mono Blue Teferi is probably a little pricey. I think I've checked it before and it's kind of up there. I don't know if it's like out of budget or anything, but
So I had Will Kenrith, Jace Bellerin, Jace Cunning Castaway, Jason Raveler Secrets, Tameo, Teferi Temporal Mage, Tezzeret, and Ugin.
oh my. You had a decent amount. What was that? You like rattle off 9?
That's 9, yep.
Okay.
Counting the commander.
Yeah. Do you think, obviously it would have massively changed the way that you would have had to play the game, but do you think if you had run Rowan, it would have mattered at all?
No, because it's just another planeswalker that could have been targeted. I think that it was just an unlucky matchup.
Yeah. I do like, because you're talking about you're going off planeswalkers, I do like Rowan's -2, I think it is. His minus ability, his middle ability, says that your planeswalkers actually cost less too. And that was one of the things, like, when they were revealed, I was like, oh, these two could wind up being, like, an Is It, like, Super Friends-ish deck. Or he just goes in any kind of blue with other colors, Super Friends. I think I have ours slotted for my Super Friends deck, and I don't, like, you didn't run Rowan. I don't think I'm running Rowan because she doesn't super help that strategy. So, it's cool. Danny, you...
Rowan definitely helps that Spellslinger strategy a lot more than the Planeswalker strategy.
Yeah, she's a little bit more Is It than Will is, I guess. Oh, no, Will, I guess. He draws you cards and instants and sorceries are reduced by 2. But either way.
He also has that Planeswalker tagline on that -2 too, right? Is it instant sorceries and Planeswalkers?
Who, Will or Rowan?
Will.
Yeah.
I think his -2 is instant sorceries and Planeswalkers cost 2 less, right?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah. That's what I said.
You just said instants and sorceries. You did not say the Planeswalker
anyway,
part.
Okay. Sir, Danny. What were you doing? Was this just like a callback to Azorius, which is like kind of your...
Azorius draw.
Okay.
And Sphinxes. It was a mini Sphinx travel, so we didn't see any of my Sphinxes. I had Blind Obedience in there. I had Ghostly Prison in there. I had Windborn Muse in there. I had...
Sphere of Safety?
No.
Oh.
Thank God.
I had... Wrath of God. Condemn. Yes, Propaganda.
Oh, okay.
I didn't keep you the hell away from me.
So it wasn't super enchantment heavy, hence
No.
not the Sphere of Safety. Okay.
Yeah, I had more board wipes in it, but that's what I kind of had in my opening hand. Like, Supreme Verdict was in there, Wrath of God, Day of Judgment, Fumigate.
So you really wanted nobody to have fun. At least not me. I think I was like the only person to play a creature, aside from you.
So that's why I didn't play any board wipes. I had 4 in hand at one point. I had 2 in hand. I drew into my other 2. And then I had, it was just a bad draw.
I'll say this: I enjoyed your deck mainly because you didn't run Sphere of Safety and you didn't run Approach.
Well, I wanted Approach, so I figured I wouldn't run it, and I didn't feel like I ran enough enchantments to play Sphere. So
that's fair. So for my deck, I hit kind of was up in the air about whether I was going to explain what I was trying to do. So since Kaladesh, a pet card of mine, has been Marionette Master, which says it's a 6-drop. It is 4 black. It has Fabricate 3, which means when it enters the battlefield, you can either put 3 +1/+1 counters on it or make 3 1/1 servo artifact tokens. It's a human artificer itself. It's a 1/3, and it has an ability whenever an artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, target opponent loses life equal to Marionette Master's power. So if you use the Fabricate to put the counters on, that's 4 per artifact that goes to the graveyard. Between this, I had Anointed Procession in my deck, I had Smothering Tide, and I had a couple other things that made like treasure tokens. So the idea was to make a whole bunch of treasures, put Marionette Master down, hopefully have like Anointed Procession to get even more treasures, and then just kill you all in one big swing of I'm just making mana, like, you know what I mean? It was going to be kind of stupid.
I'm just making mana as you die.
Yeah. The cool thing about it is that even if you go to target Marionette Master or like even like a split second thing, well, I have to check the text on a split second, but like the treasure token is a mana ability, so it's kind of hard to like stop me from doing it. Like even if I can't cast spells, like let's say Danny had silenced me on the turn I could get it, I just float mana and I still get to do like a lot of damage, and it's target opponent. I'm sorry, I went to say each opponent. It is target opponent, but if I have enough tokens, it doesn't matter. And then, like, I had a couple other things. Like, I had Sihili's Artistry in this deck, which allows me to make a copy of a creature and an artifact. So, like, I could have gotten Cage Sun, or I could have gotten Aetherflux Reservoir for myself, but I would have also gotten another Marionette Master to kind of, like, double up on the triggers and stuff like that. So, that's kind of something I've been trying to do in a deck. This was originally white-black with Kambal at the helm, and then I was like, no, I could do blue because I like the idea of making another one with Sihili's Artistry. And then there was one other way to really win the game. At one point when Phyrexian wheeled, Phage went to my graveyard. I do have Fractured Identity, so that I could Fracture Identity my Phage. You all get one, and because you get in caster, you lose the game. And so basically both my combos were meant to like just end the game out of nowhere. But obviously with the 4 blue decks in the game, it was going to be really hard to cast Fractured Identity on Phage if Phage even stuck. And if Phage didn't stick, I only had a couple of ways to get her back into my hand so that I didn't die to her ability of if I don't cast her from my hand. So, but yeah, it was cool. I liked it. I like the idea of it. And then there's just a couple of other like pet cards. Pitiless Splendors in here with a lot of my artifact creatures dying, like Burnished Heart. And then if I could like bring it back with Sharuum and blah, blah, blah. Blood Tracker's in here just because I love Blood Tracker and it's a black card and it fit. Stuff like that. So, but it didn't work out because Phyrexian stormed off, killed us all. We saw what you wanted to do, so I don't even think, like, I think we all kind of hate you anyway, so I think we're just going to tell you that you don't get a time. But go ahead.
Wow.
I mean, it's in the name. He's Keranos, god of the storm.
He's a lands deck, just so you know.
Not the way he built him.
No, don't stick up for him. We hate him.
I know there are better storm commanders out there, but it says god of the storms. I know it actually says god of storms, but I told you before it's god of the storm.
So is there anything that you didn't get to do, or is it just that's just how it works?
I didn't get to do the thing I really wanted to do, which was to combine Keranos, God of the Storms, with Thousand Year Storm. The actual combo I have in here is Keranos is the only other creature and the only other enchantment I'm running in the deck. So there are 2 cards that will let me replace Keranos with Thousand Year Storm. And they are Reality Scramble, which is 2 and 2 red, and it's put target permanent you own on the bottom of your library, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a card that shares a card type with that permanent. Put that card in the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. And it has retrace, so I can always cast it from my graveyard by discarding a land card. So I have like Gamble to go for it, and even if I discard with Gamble, then I can just play it by discarding a land in addition. So it makes Gamble a lot less of a gamble. And then Reweave is for 5 and a blue and essentially does the same thing, except you sacrifice the permanent, but then you reveal cards from the top again. But it's for 5 and a blue. And it has Splice onto the Arcane, so I can actually do it for 2 and 2 blue if I splice it to one of my other 2 Arcane spells. But yeah, that was the real thing I wanted to do, is to have Keranos as the one other enchantment, just Reality Scramble or Reweave and just win right there. But instead we got there with Aetherflux Reservoir, which is Aetherflux, and you saw Sentinel Tower until I was stupid. Targeted Danny with dissipation filled because I didn't read the card closely enough. That said permanent, not creature. So, I mean, that was the other ways. Is Sentinel Tower and Aether Flux were kind of in there as secondary win con. But really, it was supposed to be Thousand Year Storm into a Comet Storm or expansion / explosion. Really, the explosion.
Oh, you've been playing a lot of Arena, huh?
Go boom. Well, I mean, I haven't played the Is It Storm deck on Arena, but I don't. This one was so fun. I might try to make it.
It's Tamir because you need the Wilderness Reclamations.
Oh, okay.
But still, it's the same win con though. Expansion Explosion is the win con, just Wilderness feeds it. So, but there you go. So I like that. I do kind of like the Reality Scramble because I didn't know that was a card, or maybe I did know because I've heard of people trying to do the same thing where it's like it's the only other creature, so that's how I go and get the creature to win the game. I don't know if I knew exactly what it was called though. I don't know. It sounds vaguely familiar to me. That's where I'm going with this.
Got the two, Reality Scramble and Reweave. They're pretty cool.
It's pretty neat.
But I didn't get to do that thing. I had to win doing other Storm things instead, and Mizzix Mastery.
It's a hard life, you know. It's a hard life doing stupid
You guys
stuff.
didn't know, Mizzix Mastery is a broken card.
You're a broken card.
Jeez. I don't know. It's Overload. Maybe, I mean, it's not instant speed, but it may be as powerful as Psych Rift. I think I've won a lot more games casting Mizzix Mastery like on the spot than I have with Psych Rift on the spot.
I think Mizzix Mastery needs a lot more build around than Cyclonic Rift. Cyclonic Rift just goes in every blue deck.
Well, it does, but I mean, any Spellslinger deck, Mizzix Mastery can just go whoosh, Overload.
Okay, and there's your sound effect for today. So, of course, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, comment down below about what you like, what you didn't like. The deck lists are down there too, so you can see all the cool cards that everybody didn't get to play because Phyrexian's a terrible person.
Hey. Everyone likes watching LSV play Storm, so maybe they'll like watching me play Storm.
Are you trying to compare yourself to LSV? Because I got a rude awakening for you. Not the card.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm not, but I played Storm like he does. I mean, not as well, I'm sure, but I played it.
You can also find us over on twitter.com/PraetorMagic, facebook.com/PraetorMagic. I did mention before we do stream a few times a week, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Monday and Thursday is at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Tuesdays is at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The Tuesday is a variety stream. The Monday is our weekly podcast, and then the Thursday is where we play Budget Commander, which we call 3DH. You can do that. You can join us for those over at twitch.tv/PraetorMagic. Of course, don't forget that you can go and get your own custom playmats and dice bags, mouse pads, sleeves now, and soon to be shirts. Soon to be shirts, I believe. Don't quote me if they don't do it for a while, but I'm pretty sure I heard that they were looking into it via our sponsors over at inkgaming.com. Use the link that's down below. That's our sponsorship link. And make sure you're using that PRAETOR10 Praetor10 coupon code for 10% off your purchase. You can find me on Twitter at DM_cross. Danny, where can they find you?
At Danny_cross30.
John, where can they find you?
On Twitter at I don't support you.
And Phyrexian, we don't like you, so we're not even going to let you say anything. That's not the real reason. He doesn't have a Twitter.
I don't have social media, which means I can't forget what my social media tag is.
However,
all right, shut up.
However, you can find him on the Discord, which there will be a link down below. That's the Praetor Magic Discord. We get together, we talk about magic, we talk about anime, we talk about wrestling, we talk about all kinds of nerd stuff. So if you want a cool community to come and talk about your nerd stuff, come join us on the Discord. Next episode, we are hoping to have Valdor back. The theme is a little bit in flux. We'll see if it turns out the way we want it to. But until next time, we hope you enjoyed this. We'll see you next month. Peace.